Hey, did you know that most practitioners think it's only them that actually have anxiety about complications and follow-ups? And then they also think reading about it and going on forums and looking at pictures is what it takes to get over that worry. But it's not. And while that's important, sometimes it makes things get much worse. I'd like to revolutionize the way that you approach this problem and forever change your understanding of how to master complications and protect your patients and yourself from litigation and your clinic from reputational damage. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Pearce and I'm a director of a skin clinic called Skin Viva and also Skin Viva Training, one of the biggest training academies in the UK. But I want you to know that I've also been in that awful position of feeling out of my depth and worried about complications and side effects. In fact, I used to lose sleep over them. I would often wake up in the small hours replaying the patients I'd seen and worrying about what could happen. I had a fear of finding myself not knowing what to do while a person I treated was in danger. In fact, there was a day when I actually asked myself seriously whether it was all worth the worry or whether I should stick to my safe NHS team where responsibility felt shared rather than all on my head. I had to make a choice in those early days, and although I considered it seriously, I realized also that I couldn't face a life solely in the NHS, where there was no space for me to give my best, no need for my creative side, and no time to connect with people properly and really help them rewrite their stories and have better lives. It was during this difficult time that I had my first realization. I remember vividly the anxiety every time my phone went off, that I would need to react to a problem I was not in complete control of. A problem that I knew full well could lead to litigation, a bad reputation, or legal battles that could run on for years. I realized that my life was becoming like that film. Do you remember the Blair Witch Project? That film was really scary without you ever seeing anything scary. Shaky camera work, noises from outside of shot, and a general lack of awareness of where the danger was. It was basically using the fear of the unknown, probably the greatest fear there is, to terrify the audience. I realized that this was my first problem. I didn't know what all the problems could be. There seemed to be so many. I realized during this week that I needed to face the issue square on. Part of me had been relying on the low probability of problems to get me through, but there were too many what-ifs. I had to make complications a priority for a while in order to free me from the worry that was slowing down my progress and ruining the experience of growing a clinic. The next realization I had was that information alone was not enough. Googling and going on support groups actually just made me worry more. The pictures and the uncertainty that seemed to be the main message of these groups actually made me feel worse. What happened to cause the complication? How was it diagnosed? What else could it be? What happened next? How could this be avoided next time? My second realization was that I needed more than just awareness of the problems. You don't need a pile of information and gory pictures hidden in the corner reminding me that problems occur. I realized that I needed to integrate my knowledge of complications into daily functions of my practice. Of course, you absolutely need the knowledge, but it's the daily processes informed from that knowledge that keep your patients safe and give you the sense of control and confidence you need not to worry at the end of every day. You can finally start to worry less and inject more and grow your business without the fear of getting sued and losing it all. You're probably thinking this sounds like a lot of work, but don't worry, I found a way to teach this in a way that fits around your busy life and integrates into your day so that you can quickly master this problem set and feel safer immediately. The next realization I had is that you cannot become confident with complications just by reading about them. The idea here is that you need to develop your own decision-making pathways by linking your factual knowledge to real-life cases and thinking through real scenarios. This is important because patients never present like textbooks say. As cases are written down for publication, nuance is lost, and diagnosis seems easier than it actually was. I discovered the hard way that theoretical knowledge didn't give me the confidence I craved. This only occurred when theory is tested on reality. You must get experience, but without the risk. The idea here is that you learn the most when thinking through real cases, with real people on the other end of decisions made. I've created a way of exposing you to this without the risk. This is important because you need to lay down the pathways in your mind that make complex decisions easy without the normal risks of getting it wrong. Because when it happens for real, you only get one chance and it's under pressure. I know what you're thinking, this is a lot of work. The truth is, I don't think there's ever been a faster, easier, or safer way to master complications than this process. For the last 6 months, I've been busily updating and articulating everything I've learned in 11 years and developed an e-learning program like no other. I can't wait to introduce you to it. It's called Complication Mastery Program, and I've built it specifically for you. My wish is that you'll be able to identify and handle every one of the major complications and side effects you will ever come across in medical aesthetics, and that this will set you free from worry and enable you to surge forward when building your practice while keeping your patients safe. Let me tell you a bit more about it. What makes this so special is the fact that you won't only have access to an incredibly detailed set of video tutorials covering every complication you're likely to face, you'll also get access to painstakingly illustrated protocols to aid you to rapidly diagnose and manage all the major complications you could see. To really bring home the reality of some of the rarest complications, I've also found and interviewed clinicians and patients who have faced the worst of the worst complications, including stroke, visual loss and anaphylaxis. Nothing will make your learning more relevant than hearing these real stories. To keep you and your patients safe, I'm also including an updated version of the safety system I use in my clinic. As well as the protocols to guide you through diagnosis, there are carefully worded consent forms and aftercare leaflets designed to protect your patients from harm and you from litigation. You can even add your own logo and edit the wording to fit your brand. Of course, you'll get immediate access to all these resources. But to make sure you follow through on everything, we're also going to release the course in bite-sized segments to watch on a closed Facebook group. You'll be able to ask questions and discuss cases with me and your colleagues and get practical advice if you need it. At the end of each segment, we'll be testing your knowledge with an MCQ, and you will earn a graphic certificate to promote yourself to your clients for every module passed. If there's one thing that clients care more about than price, it's safety. So I really want you to promote yourself using this course. And so what this is going to do is instantly give you access to some amazing learning material and resources and start you off on your way to mastering aesthetic complications. So what I've had to do is to demystify complications and turn what was once a dark cloud of uncertainty into a brightly lit set of 31 different problems, all mapped out, beautifully explained and analysed so that you can navigate out of harm's way and grow in confidence just like I have. If you want to join me on this program, all you need to do is follow the link to purchase the course, and you can start your journey in protecting yourself and your patients immediately. I hope you'll enjoy this. So click the link today while it's still available at this price. We're always here to help, and I can't tell you the amazing results we've gotten from aesthetic practitioners just like you who rightfully worry about complications and follow-ups. My great wish for you is that you will feel confident and fully equipped to take care of your patients if the worst happens. I can't wait to see you on the other side.